broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey, it's the new. It's the new EP dropping on October 30th. Am I correct?
Right.
Okay.
Well, actually, we switched it, so it's the following week.
Okay.
It's going to be the pre-order for the album. It's for the EP. It's called For You.
I'm excited.
So I switched the date a little bit just because I was waiting for my video. It was supposed to drop at the same time, but I just got it last night. So it's okay.
It's gonna be good though. We all can't wait.
It'll be worth the wait, and I promise it's the week after. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome, guys. If you guys are watching us, thank you for joining us for another episode of Grandfather. But this time we're so excited because Miss Christina Milian is in the house with us.
What's good, Christina?
Hi. It feels good to be here. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Good energy.
Thank you for joining us. We're so excited.
No, I'm happy to be here. It's always fun to just talk and chill and I don't know, just talk about anything.
You've been too busy. You've been super busy.
That's good. God's been good to me. Yeah, we've been super busy. Got the great news today that Grandfather got picked up all the way, so the full season picked up. Woo!
Congratulations.
I'm always in a good mood.
It's like perfect timing. They knew you were coming in, so they're like, this is the day we're going to announce
announce it so that Christine can go celebrate and she can be super happy.
That's exactly
super
what happened.
It's working. There you go.
So you guys got 22 episodes now, correct?
Yeah, it's 22. Got picked up for 9 more, so yeah, exactly 22.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I've got to say, I'm just glad because we have a bit of a competition going here. We always, like, when we have a celebrity guest come in, we're like, are they going to look uglier in real life, the same, or better? But Christina looks better.
You
look great. No, you look fantastic.
I'm like,
you look great on TV.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you look even amazing, even more amazing here.
Thank you. I got good people taking care of me.
There you
It's
go.
an attractive cast, isn't it? Like, bloody
cast?
hell.
Oh, yeah,
I know, like Stamos. Like, how do you exercise that every day?
I mean, I had a crush on him when I was a kid.
Who didn't? Let's be real.
Yeah.
Uncle Jesse, I mean, come on.
And then as an adult, oh man, he's a good looking guy. And he's so charming. He's a really, really nice guy. And I just feel fortunate to, like, you know, between him, the writers, the directors, everybody, my co-stars, everybody, it's such a great fit. Like, the writing's perfect.
Right.
The characters are perfect. We all just like match up with who our characters are. They write them so well that we have fun with them.
Your character, I was like, wait a minute. She is super ditzy in the beginning, and then as you develop, though, as it develops, it gets so much more deeper with you, and you have a plan, you have a master plan, you care and love your family.
Yes, I do. Exactly.
I love it. I can't wait to see more.
Exactly. You get it.
I can't wait because obviously something is building between you and Gerald. And like,
how do you say obviously? You've only seen a couple episodes.
No, but it's there. I can tell. You thought he was attractive in the chicken suit, so
it was kind of cute.
Team Gerald.
That dad thing is super hot.
And you also spend I noticed this after the end of every episode. You guys spend like the end scene is always you guys together.
Right.
You could be off with Chris Angel. He got your number.
Right.
He got your number, girl.
True. She's a family girl. She's definitely a family girl. And you're right. I think with Vanessa's character, she's got so many things going on. At the end of the day, it could be here today, gone tomorrow. She doesn't pay that much attention to it. What she's focused on is her daughter.
Right.
And she's also just like a carefree, kind of free spirit. And I feel like she's like watching this awkward group of characters like we become a family somehow, and we're like, and after 2 years, like, it's just, this is the first time Jimmy's the one that kind of brings us together, because for 2 years before that, Sarah and Vanessa probably didn't really speak at all. If you saw,
no, exactly, and that relationship is growing too. That relationship is growing too. It's nice to see.
There's a lot of, it's awesome because as we're on episode 12 right now, that we're still shooting right now, but as each episode progresses, like, each character has these great moments together where we're all getting to know each other more, and we have that those characters have that comfort of knowing each other and how they are with each other. So it's really cool.
Annika, we're talking about this. I'm excited to see what this 80s moment thing is all about.
There's like 100 extras in 80s clothes.
I'm like looking at the vines.
I'm looking at the party.
Today I was dressed in 80s clothes. I look like like an old Barbie. It reminded me of like one of my old Barbies with the foil dress and everything, but it was super cute. But yeah, we have a little 80s party that's coming up in a future episode. We have a pop star who wants to throw a party, and 80s is the theme, and it's happening at Jimmy's.
Exactly.
I love
it. Of course, it's happening
and
at Jimmy's.
And we have to go full out, so we're full out. The family, we don't know any better.
I was actually hoping for your character, because your character's so carefree. I was kind of hoping that you go down like a trip down Leslie Lane and get with Annalise.
Ooh,
I was like, that would be so cool. Like,
you know what, Annalise does? She just throw it at me a couple times.
Does she?
Does she? Between her
I was
and Gerald,
waiting.
I'm like, back and forth.
Which
Both
one?
of you calm down. No, just kidding.
So cool.
Everyone wants you. What are you gonna do?
Man, I got Annalise and Gerald on the other side.
Yeah.
But no, I know this is pretty funny.
It is.
But no, yeah, me and Gerald, you never know. There might be something that happens.
Okay.
You
Can
know,
you at least
he's
tell
a good guy.
He is a good guy. And can you at least tell us? I feel like they're gonna do this kind of on purpose, like keep the whole cat and mouse thing, especially with John and Paget too, with like the sushi and pony boy thing going on there, and then you guys, like, it's gonna be a cat and mouse game. I just know it's coming.
Yeah, I think when you like naturally, especially the two characters have had, you know, some kind of intimacy. It's like I have ownership of you, and you have ownership of me because we got a kid together, and it's like you can have that banter with each other because you know each other
well.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could happen a lot.
I wonder if things are going to mirror a little bit too. It's funny because Jimmy and Gerald are so opposite with each other.
Yes,
you know what I mean. But there's still this kind of weird relationship where it's like, you're not with Gerald. You know what I mean, and she's not with exactly. So I want to see if there's going to be some mirror going on or whatnot. Your fans, like the predictions that we get sometimes on these comments, and they're just like, "I'm Team Gerald," blah blah blah. Where did Chris Angel come from?
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. I love how
upset.
They get into it, and I love I love reading people's like quote, like when they quote lines from the show, because there's so many quotable moments.
Right.
So it's like people can really like, you know, latch onto each character based off of just great quotes that you know what I mean. So yeah, they have a whole bunch of single characters. If you think about it, Annalise, Ravi is single.
Everyone, yeah.
So is Jimmy. You know, so I'm sure we all delve into.
Maybe we'll just see a massive orgy.
You know?
Maybe that's what's coming.
You just never know. Crossing all around. It happened. What Friends was kind of like that. How many people dated each other?
Yeah. There was a lot of crossover dating. That's very true.
You know.
You know what? But I am scared of your character with a knife. Can I just say?
Yeah.
And you got the dagger earrings going on today.
2 episodes with knives. You gotta watch out.
You take care of that child. You're protective over her, and I have to say, you guys are cute. Even when you guys were reading that bedtime story to her together, and you're like, he's gonna have a 6-pack, and he's gonna do that, and Gerald's like,
we're so opposite. I want her to think about princesses. Yeah, thinking about all this smart stuff nobody cares about.
Right. It's like every little girl, of course, like, you know, watches like Disney movies, princess stuff, and is like, your Prince Charming's coming, blah blah, and like, I just think that you guys are adorable together, and I just want you guys to for sure, like, for real, get together. And can I just throw it out there right now? What? If you guys have a wedding episode, can I be an extra throwing rice at you guys? Can I come throw rice?
I hope it's in like Hawaii or something. And please come
on location.
Are you like a cool mom? Because obviously Vanessa's like a cool mom. Like,
she's a cool mom.
She's hot. Like,
that's what I love about her.
Are you a cool mom in real life?
I'm sure you're a cool mom.
Most definitely. That's like what that's my expertise, is being a cool mom. I still like put my foot down as a mom. Yeah. But at the end of the day, my daughter shows me so much love, and she admires me, and we just have these great like conversations and these connection with each other. Right. And all we got is each other. And we have the rest. We have my entire family, but the bond that she and I have from, I mean, when she's in my belly is like no other. So I try to make sure that she's just naturally a cool and funny kid.
Violet looks super swaggy. On like red carpets, on whatever. Whenever you bring her, she's like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
She would be here tonight. She asked to go here tonight. I was like, it's 9 o'clock. You have school tomorrow. I would look like a very irresponsible mom. Believe me, the people talk, but it's live.
You have a little Edie in the corner.
If I was at home, we'd probably be like sitting watching cartoons
very
together.
Cute.
Are you going to see Baby Violet on your reality show?
Yes.
Because that's coming, I think, next week, November 3rd.
November
Season 2, y'all.
Season 2 begins.
Premieres at 10 p.m.
Yes, it's exciting on E! Second season, we got 1 full hour of juicy gist.
What can we expect? Like, what have you been up to behind the scenes?
Give us like a teaser.
It's actually such a fun and heartwarming and like real season. Last season was very real, and I love that. And I would like it gave us the comfort and the trust to continue to just be ourselves in the second season even more. Yeah. Because you're like, okay, I get what it's like to have
cameras in your face.
It's okay, I can say no if the producers ask me to say this, if to not say this or to do this or something, something that seems out of character. The producers are also getting to know you as the time goes, so once they get to know you, they don't have to like try to help you build a story or anything that's like, you guys have so much stuff going on. Like, we're gonna let you do your thing. We're gonna help tell the story. Yeah. And so it's an amazing season. I mean, I was very open this time around about everything and everything that was going on, from you know, just my friendships. You're like, duh. And then my relationship. I had a lot of ups and downs that were happening, and I just was living in the moment, and I refused to like stop anything from happening if it was.
There you go.
You know,
you get it.
Just going on. I'm like, well, I don't want to live my life fakely. Like, I live this every day. So you're shooting entire days. Yeah. So to try to fake a facade and stuff like that, no, you might as well just live your life and keep it real. And that's how our life is. Our lives are very spontaneous. A lot of stuff happens. We're very united as a family. We love each other, always have each other's back, and understand we're all different. Yeah. And it took everybody some time to understand that. But you know, sometimes you gotta push and say no and all that stuff and everything to finally get to the destination so people understand. So we're in a good place. Yeah.
And do you guys, first of all, I have to say it's good that you guys are shooting raw and showing real, because you guys are helping people out there, because everyone's like, okay, this is what, you know, people go through stuff in life, you know, bad, good. It happens to everyone, whether you're on TV or not. And I think people seem to forget that when people are on TV, this stuff doesn't, like, you know, bad doesn't come to them. Like, they're, you know, they're living the life, they're every day happy, but it's like, unfortunately, it's not like that, and they go through hard times too. So I think it's cool that you guys show that too, because you never know who's watching, going through a similar thing, and can heal and like.
Absolutely. That's why I did this show, because I literally have had so many ups and downs from. You know, and as a family unit together, we've fought together. We've literally, we've been completely broke and had nothing to having something to lose it again. And you know what I mean? We've gone through so much together. So I had a point. You said something, and then I was like telling something.
Bring it back. You
were saying about like.
Bring it back in,
I had a point. I'm gonna finish it, but what did you say?
Right now, I was saying that.
You
know, by being raw and stuff.
That's what I was saying. So the point is, we've gone through so much stuff, and I understand something new can happen every day. Right. And at the end of the day, I told my mom. My mom was really nervous about doing it. She didn't want to do it. It took about 10 years to convince her to finally do it. She was always like, people don't need to know what happens in our house and the skeletons in the closet. I was like, Mom, what skeletons in the closet? What are you talking about? I was like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're no different than anyone else. And I feel that we always keep it very positive, and we triumph because of our faith and everything, and we will always get by because of family and, you know, that strength there. So I think that, you know, I'm not embarrassed to show my life. Right. It's my life. It is what it is. I live. I learn. Learn from my mistakes. I'm open. I love people. So it's just like I'm always like, I'm very optimistic.
I love that.
And it makes you even more likable, because we're like, oh my God, like, because you really see like the struggles, the ups and the downs, and especially with the, like, it's such an intense environment to work in, because the ups are so they're beyond
so high, the lows are so low.
It's very lonely.
Right, definitely.
So lonely.
How are you about putting Violet though on the camera? Because that's obviously probably the most sacred thing in your life. Was that the hardest thing about the reality show? Or?
It wasn't too hard, because I'm very like with Violet, ever since she was born, I've been so proud as a mom that I've like posted
Let me show her off a little bit,
took her everywhere with me. It's the cool mom thing. I really literally brought her everywhere with me. So to me, I'm like, she's a part of my life. So, but I did the first season especially limit it to a small amount, especially just in respect for everything. Her dad, just for her own privacy. Yeah. And then this second season, she's on it just like naturally, just nothing's set up. It's just she's there, and it flows. And sometimes it wasn't necessary, and she would go visit her dad anyways. So she would be gone for a second, and that's probably like the week we partied. You know what I mean? That was a crazy week.
That was that time allotted.
I had a good time. Yeah. And she came back, and
so I got a question, because you're doing so many things. Like everything kind of just like happened within this week. Like everything's announced. You know what I mean? A couple of weeks ago, you announced your second season of your reality show, and then your EP's pre-orders coming out, and all this other stuff, and then now this full season, of Grandfather. How are you keeping your head above water right now?
I don't know where I got this energy, but since I had my daughter, it just reminded me of when I was when I wanted this so bad as a kid, and like early teenage years. You eventually things can try to bring you down, like there's life hits you and bills and all that other stuff.
Right. Mm-hmm.
When you're a kid, it's like exciting.
There's so much you want to do.
You'll do anything. So after I had her, I really was like, I just kind of regained that boost of energy, and mentally I told myself, I was like, you can have the energy to do all these things. You have all the tools. You could write down things so you don't forget things. You could do this, you could do that. You could start using your money and investing into yourself. And it's gotten to the point where it's like so exciting, everything that I'm doing. I'm like, I have it all in my brain. I handle all my texts, all my emails. I handle all my relationships, my fans, everything. Yeah. It's like an energy drink to me. It's like it's like a boost of life. I just keep going. Yeah. Sometimes I have to like make sure I go to sleep. And lately I've been sleeping.
Make sure to sleep. You have to, especially with a little kid. You know. So do the reality cameras ever come and get behind the scenes of Grandfathered? Is that what we're gonna see at all, or how does that work?
I just started Grandfathered the day after I stopped filming.
Oh,
turned out.
Bummer.
So since then I've done like a couple little interview days, but besides that, Grandfather's going to be shooting now till like February or something. So you never know. I might be shooting a season 3 of Turn Up.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm shooting Grandfathered.
That would be great.
Doing the music.
Keep you busy. How are you going to get a tour in the middle? I don't know how you're going to do
that. See, that's the thing. That's the great thing about a reality show. I'm like, it's all about, the content is about those kind of like really big things and just about life. But I mean, I'd imagine it'd be cool if I am shooting it for 3rd season.
Yeah,
that's why Eve's like, we have all these. We have so many concepts.
Keep watching, guys, and it can happen.
Tuesday. Feel free to watch. But it would be cool to be, shooting something all the while I'm
doing everything.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Which sorry, go ahead.
No. I even like on the show. It's cool because like this season, people will get to see, like I said, the stuff with the relationships, the stuff that's going on with my family. Lizzie's got a new boyfriend. Last season she was like converting to Judaism. This season she's got a whole new boyfriend, and funny enough he's Christian and Muslim. And so it's like a different life, but she still continued down the path of being Jewish. So it's interesting, and they're both completely like all over each other. He's from France.
So
she's got a Frenchman.
Does he have a French accent?
A very strong French
accent.
Very strong.
All right.
Have you ever got with the French lover? Because I feel like that's something everyone has to experience.
Really?
You've got to get with someone French. It's like a must.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. Anyone that I know, except Lizzie, I have a feeling I have a really, her and Dom I'm all good with Dom. Dom's going to be around for a long time, forever with Lizzie.
Oh, there we go. Putting it out there.
My other friends dated Frenchmen. I don't know if they are still with them anymore.
There you go. Maybe snatch one. Who cares?
That's true. But it doesn't mean I can't have a little fun.
Exactly. Yes.
Why you gotta be so serious?
Keeping it real.
I'm just saying. Sometimes you just gotta live your life.
It's true.
Exactly.
No, it's very true. Very true.
Don't let things tie you down.
Tie you down. Just kidding.
Have you always been that way? Like, I just don't care. I'm just gonna live my life. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Or
I've
did it
always
take
been
time?
very free-spirited, but I literally, like I said, after I had my daughter, I was also married and I had a divorce, and it just strengthens you in another way. It just depends on how you take it in and what you become from it. But what was my point again?
I just think you need to write an autobiography. That's next, and you can film it on the reality show.
We can do that.
You have so much
Obviously, see that all these things are going on, and I lose half of my sentences. So maybe now you see how it's working. I'm like a robot. It's like,
what am I answering again?
Did you ever think, like, seeing yourself when you were on TRL or whatnot, when music videos back then? Did you ever think it was going to get to something like this, where it's like projects here and there, so many things, TV?
I dreamed of it.
Right.
I
think everyone does, right?
Yeah, I dreamed of it, and like literally go to sleep and have dreams of it, and just literally just imagine it, and so I just didn't know what it felt like, or to even just get here. And right now I just feel like it's funny because my friends, they'll give me like these big celebrations and surprise me, like, congratulations on the show, and I'm like, I'm not even noticing, like, I'm just working through it, you know what I mean? But they have to present to me sometimes the fact that it's like, these are celebrations, these are moments, these are steps, and I'm always thankful anyways. I'm always like thankful to God, and I just talk to him and just like, I'm like grateful. But yeah, it is kind of, it's really cool. It's happened. It's almost like I made a decision for something, and like the second I made that decision, you know, whether it's like, okay, now with the music, I'm going to do it on my own. I'm going to hire my own team. I'm going to make this happen. And that's, you know, opened the doors to, you know, probably the second season of the show. And the exposure really helps, you know. So
definitely.
Yeah. It's really cool. It's growing. It's like...
Yes, it's growing. And the new album, I want to know what we can expect from it. Is it going to be a new sound? Is it going to be like electric pop?
Bass in there.
It's going to be R&B.
Yeah.
I got some R&B in there.
You got R&B in there. Shout out to my homie J Main. He put me on Do It. I heard it and I was like, oh yeah, she's coming in perfect timing.
It's hot. I just shot the video to that. So the EP is called For You, number 4 and you. It's 4 songs, 4 music videos, and it's like a passion project. I decided, you know, I'm signed to Young Money, but, you know, because everything was on hold over there business-wise, with their lawsuit and stuff, I decided to still, you know, music is my passion. I'm tired of people asking me, how come you haven't come out with anything? And I'm like, I'm in the studio, I'm making music, I have songs, I got a single. And I finally said, you know, I was able to ask Mac Main, and I asked permission to them, like, can I release songs in the meantime until everything gets figured out? I'm still Young Money. But I'm willing to invest my money into myself and make these things happen because I love music that much. And my fans want to hear the music.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We've been waiting.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, no more blaming it on the music industry. Only person you could blame is yourself.
That's true. Yeah. If you want it bad enough, you got to go out there and get it, man. You can't let people,
work.
like, you know, their slowness or whatever it is stop you. You got to go out there.
Exactly.
But speaking of, there's a lot of young people who are watching this right now. And, like, I mean, I guess all ages. But I'm assuming a lot of people who are watching this probably want to be in the entertainment industry somehow, whether it's singing, music, modeling, acting. Do you have any, like, advice that you can give someone? Or what's the best advice you've gotten that has worked for you in this industry?
Okay. I'd say the best advice, always, you know, don't get too nervous. That's one thing. Don't get too nervous. We're all, like, any celebrity, any person that's, like, you know, that, you know, these are all real people. They all have dreams like you know what I mean? So I just say, whether you're going into an audition or you're preparing to become an actor, a performer, just remember the people that, like anybody, can become your fan. So stay humble. You know, always you're networking constantly, to be honest with you. You never know who you're going to meet. The universe attracts people
or where.
It could be the simplest. Somebody could be somebody's grandmother's grandfather who's the producer of Timbaland. Or, you know what I mean? Like
connections
Empire.
Too. Yeah, exactly.
It's so crazy how random the world is. But if you're paying attention, the universe will attract all the right things to you. So keep your eyes wide open. Be good in your relationships, because the same people you see going up, the same people you see going down.
So true.
And these are also. And don't be afraid to be outspoken and say what you want. And now you have so much access. You have the internet. You got social media. You can find other ways that are not the traditional way of becoming, you know, a famous actress or singer or anything like that. There's so much, you know, some people on YouTube, find your thing, find your niche, and maybe think out of the box. Sometimes your big dream, it'll, you know, something that's, you know, plan B could lead you back to plan A. You never know. But as long as you just keep working on it, keep doing your homework.
Sounds like Vanessa's plan.
I love it.
Turn up. Vanessa's like, Vanessa's got a lot of plans. It's funny, my character with Vanessa, we have this episode where she comes in and she's making a full pitch of, like, you know, she's got this energy drink. She's trying to sell it all to Jimmy. She's all part of these pyramid schemes. She's kind of everywhere. And she's like, all right, you don't like that? Then what about this? You know what I mean? And so she's
I feel like,
is she like, are you guys saying something to me? It was like, that sounds like me everywhere I go. I'm meeting people. I'm like, there's an opportunity for business. You know, but it doesn't never make it like, don't make that your main focus where you're like, you know, so zoned in that you're a fake person. Like,
because no one likes a Debbie Desperado. You can just smack, especially
don't
in
be
LA.
thirsty.
No hungry tigers.
It's not
Take
cute.
a drink, y'all. Take a drink.
Yeah, people try to climb their way to the top.
Sometimes the wrong
way. And that
way.
stands out too. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, people recognize good, real people, and it sucks when you know, you let the wrong people.
Yeah, slow and steady, I think, wins a race in this industry.
It's true.
Exactly.
Because you want a slow, nice climb because you want to be climbing still.
Yeah, longevity.
You know, exactly, longevity. You want to be here when you're 50, 60 years old. I'm like,
dude, I want to be
relevant.
Still successful, you know?
Heck yeah.
It's going to happen for you. You're amazing and you're down to earth, and I feel like it's honestly really rare to find that. Like, you can just tell you're a genuine and down to earth person, and I feel like that's not easy to find in this industry because a lot of people, it gets to their head real fast. You know,
not
so
my family. My mom.
Your mom's like, that's not happening to you.
No, we worked together for a long time. That's 20 years, and we still work together. She doesn't work with me at music right now, but we still work together. But my mom always, that cockiness, none of that can go. If anything, like, you know, it gets a little difficult. You'll be someplace and you'll be with your kid, and maybe like those are. But you don't act like, you know, a certain way. You have to understand this is this person's opportunity to meet you, or to, you know, sometimes you have to.
They're not going to have another chance, maybe. You know.
Because who's been your biggest freak out? Like, who have you met and you've had to play it cool, and then they leave and you're like, oh my god! Like,
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Did you go on tour?
I didn't get to see her show.
It looks amazing. It looks amazing.
I heard it was. I heard it's amazing. I might just have to catch up with her somewhere.
Yeah.
But she's just, when I was 18, she was my idol. Like, growing up, I was like, oh, Janet Jackson. And when I was 18, I was having a meeting at MTV, TRL. And they were like, oh, Janet's downstairs. She's going on TRL today. And I was like, oh, that's cool. They were like, you want to meet her? And I was like, I can meet her. They're like, yeah, we can bring her down. We can bring you down. You can go meet her. I was like, for real? So I was just like, I thought I was going to be like, I didn't know what I was going to say. I just thought I was going to be cool and everything. And they bring me into this room, and she's sitting there in the chair, and I swear that woman was glowing. She had like a gold glow around her, and she was so petite and sitting on a chair and her crossed legs, and she just looked so bomb. And then she came up, and she just had that soft voice.
Yes,
oh my gosh, that'll just make you cry instantly.
Exactly. I almost want her to read me like a bedtime story.
Oh my goodness. She's like cooing to you. I couldn't find a damn word to say. I was like, hi, nice to meet you. And she's like, but the crazy thing was for me is she had, I guess, seen my music video the day before on TV.
Wow.
So she said she was complimenting me and telling me that she saw that, and I didn't know what to say because my idol was telling me.
Which music video was this one?
AM to PM.
And
it was like pieces of it that were just playing when they used to have like MTV News, and they used to do a little feature piece. So she saw that and she was talking about it, and I was just like, this is my mom, and I introduced my mom, and then all of a sudden in my head all I could think of is don't cry. Oh my god. When I left the room, I couldn't stop crying. I cried for 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Giggling, laughing, happy, crying, like, I never
awesome.
did that in my life.
And you'll never forget that moment.
I will never forget that.
And
I've never cried
so it's
like that.
super acceptable. That's fine.
Yeah.
And you're lucky that your idol's actually nice in real life, because so many people meet their idols and then they're like, they're an asshole and not nice.
Yeah. It's a nightmare sometimes.
Janet was exactly everything that I imagined.
That's awesome.
That's good.
That's awesome. Well, your fans have tweeted us.
Ooh,
so we're going to wrap up the show with a couple of questions here for you.
Did I overtalk? By the way, I've been holding this Mentos, dying to eat this. It's probably so dirty.
Do it while she reads the questions.
Somebody who Twitter is at Jimmy Martino _G with a picture of John Stamos, of course. And the question is John Stamos really nice, or is it a cover?
Ooh. Oh, it's a cover. He's really nice. He's super nice. He's a lot of fun. And he's a hardworking man. He's like working on Grandfathered and on Full House also.
Fuller House,
So talk about somebody who's busy and promoting the show.
Right.
Let me shout out our babies too on the show.
And
the babies are so adorable.
You guys have 4 of them.
We do. There's the Golfieri twins.
They're so cute.
Yeah, the 2 groups of girls. So we have Layla, Amelia, Olivia, and Violet. And they're the cutest, sweetest little girls. Our first week, we all had to get to know each other when we were shooting.
So they'd be comfortable
it was a little
with
cray-cray. And now they're the homies. They call me Kranana.
Oh!
Kranana, Tinana. I have a couple different names.
Does your daughter ever get jealous of the attention that they get from you?
No, she loves them.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, she's like, I want to go see the babies. At first, she was, when she heard I was doing a show.
Yeah.
And I had a daughter. She was like, why can't I be the daughter?
Right, like, hello.
I was like, well, you are the daughter in real life, and we have our own show where you're my daughter. So.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you're good.
There you go.
You're set.
We're good.
That's cute. That's good that she's not jealous and that she likes the babies.
No,
they're
she likes
so
them.
adorable. I sometimes see them, like the mom or somebody will be walking them with a stroller, and they're like asleep with like half a sock off in the stroller. I'm like, they're just like the cutest kids.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
They are, and they have these little dimples.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun scenes. Me and one of the Layla had a lot of scenes recently. We were just like movie night, her and I. And we get into a lot of trouble.
Oh, it's exciting.
It's cute.
I cannot wait to see the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
You guys haven't seen anything yet. With my character, from next week on.
She's a lesbian.
She might try it out, you know. I said free spirit.
Free spirit. I love
so I got some funny stuff coming up in the next couple episodes.
Wonderful.
They're so fun.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. We love recapping the show here. Yes. Obviously, Ravi came in before, and now you're our second guest.
I love Ravi.
So let everyone know, like, we love having you guys.
Y'all. Thank you so much.
You guys are so awesome.
I gotta bring the guys by.
Awesome.
You should have Josh and Patrick.
We would love. We would love
everybody. Kelly.
Just we can rent an
Uber.
We can rent an Uber just
once a week. We got plenty of episodes now.
We'll all go through. We would love it. Please come back, though. We want you to come back. We're not saying. Yeah, we would love that.
And next time, bring your wine. You're not welcome back unless you bring the Moscato.
Bring your daughter.
I'm with you on that.
Done.
My girlfriends and I have a rule. We say, don't come over here if you don't have a wine.
There you go. We'll be waiting for that then.
So Viva Diva Wines coming to you next time.
There we go.
Yay.
And tell them one more time where they can catch your premiere in case they didn't catch it.
You can catch the premiere of Christina Milian Turned Up next Tuesday, November 3rd at 10 p.m. on E. Woo.
And Grandfathered every Tuesday night.
By the way, I'm calling this Turn Up Tuesday, so Grandfathered every Tuesday night as well on Fox at 8 p.m. And then after that, you could switch over to E and watch Me and the Family.
It's Christina Milian night, let's be real.
I mean, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. But thank you so much for joining us. We had so much fun. Do you want to tell them where they can find you on social media?
Yeah, guys, you can check me out Instagram, Twitter, at Christina Milian. If you want to watch me on Snapchat, because I have fun on Snapchat.
Oh, there we go.
It's C Milian Official, and I'm on Facebook. Just look my name up. I'm up on all those things.
Do you guys want to tell them Nino and Dan?
Yes, definitely. It's your boy Nino, guys. You can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, Snapchat too.
Look at that. This was so official. Mine is just at Dan Babic on the Instagram. And now, as you guys know, I'm finally using Twitter.
Thank you.
So my Twitter is at Dan Babic _. So tweet me, Instagram me. I love talking to people. So go ahead, people.
Oh, yeah.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Annika Michelle 1 and my website, AnnikaMichelle.com. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
See you next week.
Awesome.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.